John Titor. This case is unusual, as it would normally be dismissed as someone lying, but the facts aligned so well that this was not the case. In the early 2000s, a user named John Titor appeared on internet message boards with a very weird claim. He said he was a soldier from the year 2036 and claimed he was on a military mission to the year 1975 to pick up a specific vintage computer called the IBM 5100. He explained that he only stopped in the year 2000 to rest and visit his family. When users asked him questions about the future or how his machine worked, he gave highly detailed scientific answers. He even posted photos of his time machine. It was a heavy, ugly metal box stuffed into the back of a normal car, complete with printed caution labels and confusing instruction manuals. However, the biggest reason people believed him was something else. John said his future timeline needed the old IBM computer to fix a massive software bug. He claimed that specific machine had a hidden hardware feature that allowed it to translate very old computer languages. When computer experts read this, they were shocked. It turned out that the IBM 5100 actually did have that exact secret feature. Only a very small handful of high-level computer engineers knew about it, and because internet searches were still very basic back then, it seemed impossible for a random person to know such an obscure piece of technology history. John also made several dark predictions about the future, and after answering questions for a few months, he announced his mission was over, logged off, and was never heard from again. For years, people debated if he was actually real. However, as time went on, his terrible warnings about wars or destroyed cities didn't come true. But how did he know about the IBM 5100 feature? People began searching for clues. Then, a few years after John vanished, a company called the John Titor Foundation appeared and published a book collecting all of his internet posts. Investigators managed to track down the business records for the foundation, and they discovered the leader of the company was a man named Larry. Then they looked into Larry's family, and they found out that his brother was a highly experienced computer scientist. Suddenly, for many, the entire mystery made perfect sense. The theory was that the two brothers had teamed up to create the ultimate internet character, and that the computer expert brother used his deep knowledge of vintage technology and physics to write highly believable scientific posts. Larry and his family have consistently denied, and still deny, being behind John Titor, but many people still believe they were involved, even though there is no definitive confirmation.